Hello. I'll make this quick because I'm trying to do quicker videos and this doesn't need to take a lot of time. This is actually just another rant. I am here to rant. What am I here to rant about, you might be asking? Well, I'm going to tell you. Imaginary person I just made up in my head. I'm here to rant about what I'm actually sort of in the middle of. What I'm in the middle of is a 3-day weekend. Why is it a 3-day weekend? Because tomorrow is a holiday. That holiday is Memorial Day. I actually didn't intend to be wearing my Captain America shirt on this, but screw it. It just worked out this way. Why would you be ranting about Memorial Day, you might be asking? I mean, it's a Memorial Day. It's a day to celebrate or to remember, not celebrate, remember those who died giving their service to their country. That's a good point. It's something worthy of, recognition and memorial. My problem isn't with the holiday. My problem is with how we treat the holiday. Let's get some history to the holiday, which, not to make it sound like I'm really smart, I literally just looked up before I fucking started this video. Apparently Memorial Day originally started out as a decoration day. A decoration day because it was a day that it started after the Civil War, a couple years after the end of the Civil War in 1868. They just started, some general declared that they should decorate the graves of soldiers who had died in the Civil War to sort of, remember them and place them in a place of honor so they never get forgotten for the sacrifice they gave for their country. And then over the years, it eventually just got sort of spread around through the North and then through most of the country to sort of remember all the soldiers who died during the Civil War by decorating their graves. And it was that way until the 70s. And I don't mean the 1870s, I mean the 1970s. So for 100 years, it was essentially just known as Decoration Day. Then in the 70s, the federal government decided to recognize it as a federal holiday for the entire country and not just for Civil War veterans, because you got to remember, in that time, since the end of the Civil War into 1970, we had 2 world wars, and we had gotten involved in Korea. We were in the middle of the Vietnam War, so we now had a lot of dead soldiers throughout numerous wars, or not even fought for or in this country. So we thought we should recognize all of them for the service they were willing to give for their country, which is a good point. We should remember the people who were willing to fight and give the ultimate sacrifice for a country that doesn't always appreciate that sort of sacrifice. And that comes to the crux of why I get pissed off about this holiday. Reason number 1, everybody acts like it's just a holiday for everyone who serves in the military. They don't even really know what it's about. There's actually 3 holidays that recognize people who served in the military in different degrees. Like, the most famous one is the one we're about to celebrate tomorrow, Memorial Day. That's for everyone who died while in service to their country. That's everyone who has died while fighting in a war. We are giving a memorial to that sacrifice. So it's really a more solemn holiday. Now, actually, earlier in May, I'm not exactly sure what day, probably should have looked that up, but this kind of goes to the point. We have something called Armed Services Day. And that is a day where we're supposed to celebrate people who are currently active in the military. That is the most recent holiday. We remember everyone. It's just a day of thanks for everyone who's currently serving and currently willing to put their lives on the line for their country. So that's the day you're supposed to thank your active service people. Anyone you know who is actively in the military. It's Armed Services Day, which, let me look that up. See, Armed Forces Day. Okay, it's on May 20th. So actually, you should have given. That was a day. We're already 10 days late for it. So, sort of a delayed thank you to our currently serving military people. That was weirdly said, but yeah, we're already 10 days late. But that shows how little we fucking recognize that holiday. Then, I believe in the fall, we have Veterans Day. Should have looked that one up too. Jesus H. Christ. Oh, on November 11th. Yes, on November 11th, we celebrate Veterans Day. Now, here's the reason why I don't think those holidays are as well recognized. Because they're on fixed days. They're not big holidays that you get off. But Memorial Day, which originally was on a fixed day, it originally was set for the first 100 years. It was always on May 30th. So it'd actually be today. But then, when it became a federal holiday, it now was recognized as the last Monday in May. So it could be a day off. So now it went from becoming a day of memorial, a day of a more solemn holiday, to an almost celebration holiday. People look at Memorial Day as the unofficial start of summer. The day to, go party, a 3-day weekend, so you could take your Sunday and screw off too. Instead of having to sit around and wait for the next week to start, you now had a day off the next day where you could just sort of chill at home. So you had 2 whole days instead of 1 whole day where you could do whatever the fuck you wanted. Although, if you look at this fucking weekend, it's been utterly fucking shitty. It's only 6:30 right now. It shouldn't be this dark. It's because it's been overcast and rainy all fucking day. It's been a terrible fucking weekend. But that's kind of what we deserve for the lack of respect we show fucking Memorial Day. It's become more of a party holiday when out of all the holidays for our military, it should be the one that we give the most respect to, because it's remembering the people who died in service to this country. And that alone should get a bit more respect. But you also have to remember that this is a country that for decades now has been throwing our soldiers in harm's way for bullshit. We have dead veterans who did not die in service to their country. They died in service to American interests, which means shit that affected American money. Not actually the well-being and livelihoods of the American people. Just some fucking rich assholes or some political assholes' idea of what America should be fighting for. Our soldiers should only be in service to this country. It should only be for American lives and for America itself. We shouldn't be throwing their lives away for fucking bullshit. But we do that. And the American people let it happen because less than 1% of this fucking country actually volunteers to be in the armed forces, and we're a completely volunteer army now. And nobody shows these guys, we show them just the most cursory of respect. We say thank you for your service, and we give a solemn moment of silence. We'll give us a moment of silence tomorrow, and that whole shit, like it means anything. We should have more respect for these people's lives. We should have more respect for life in general in this country, but we don't. But we should definitely have more respect for the lives of the people who are brave enough, or let's be honest, in a lot of cases, desperate enough to go risk their lives for their fucking country. But we don't. And now we treat the day where we remember the fucking dead, the day that should be the most respectful, the day that should be the most solemn, as like, woohoo! Let's start summer, let's all party and go on vacations. That's what we treat Memorial Day like. It's fucking insane. Maybe that Armed Forces Day should be a bigger deal. Maybe they should switch that with Memorial Day. So Memorial Day could be the more solemn holiday, and Armed Forces Day could be the party day, because that's remembering our currently active soldiers. We could say it's a party and celebration to them and their fucking bravery and their willingness to serve their country, or whatever you want to fucking call it. That's for living people. I'm sure they love to fucking have a party. But yeah, that's my fucking rant. It's not technically for Memorial Day. My rant is the way we treat Memorial Day, the way we look at Memorial Day in this country. And to a greater extent, the fake respect we give the military in this country. Because it is fake. If we had more respect for the military, we'd use them better. That's not the right choice of words, not use them better, but we'd utilize them better. They are willing to provide a very major and important service, and we don't show it enough respect with the casual way we're just willing to toss them out and even throw away their lives for bullshit. While we all just sit here and fucking watch from the sidelines, fucking hundreds of thousands of miles away, and go, oh wow, that looks bad. What I'm saying is, it's like, either we should show more respect or show none at all. Either be all or nothing. Don't, this fucking casual, half-assed bullshit is just that bullshit. And it needs to end. So, yeah, this Memorial Day, or any Memorial Day, remember what the holiday's really about. It ain't about partying and barbecues. They should make a specific holiday for that. But the first day of summer, the actual first day of summer, because summer doesn't technically start in May. Summer doesn't start for another, I think, 20 fucking days? It's June 20th, 21st, something like that? I forget. But make the first day of summer an actual fucking holiday. Why not? But whatever. Happy fucking Memorial Day, and I mean, what else can you say? Thank you to all that served and gave their lives for us, even though you can't hear us because you're dead, but, a thank you to the family members who are still living, I guess, whose family gave a sacrifice for something they truly believed in. I don't necessarily believe in it, but they did, and they were willing to fight and give that much for it, then I'll show them respect for that at least. Alright, folks, that's it. Have a good one. I hope you enjoy your extended weekend. I'm trying to. Later.